life. What the heck?
We're talking about American football.
American football?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy about my team. I'm just waiting for Jimmy to get hurt so my boy Trey can step in.
Oh, where'd that come from?
That should be inevitable.
No, we're getting messages coming through. What's going on?
Are you playing? I know I'm turning notification. Hey, I'm a very important person here, man. I got,
There we go.
Is that what they're telling you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Crow, what's going on, man?
Don't listen to them. So,
how you doing, Rokk? You look handsome, man.
I look shaved. I just realized
I'm not, man. I've been dodging my wife.
Yeah.
I just trimmed all of this and underneath off this morning because I looked at myself when I got up in the mirror. I was like,
I did.
God,
I'm bad.
I look like I aged like 20 years with the amount of gray that was everywhere.
I am bad, but my wife, she says she's gonna take care. Every time she gets ready to, trim me up, something comes up. But,
I did do the goatee for an hour. I thought I'll just try it and see how it looks, and I looked like the villain from Doctor Who. So I decided it wasn't a great look, and it all came off, bearing the chin. The chin feels weird, doesn't it, when you shave after you've had a beard for a while? It was weird.
We're getting arc. Woo!
How do you know? How do you know?
We're getting Ark and what was the other one? Mafia?
Saw. We're getting Ark and Saw.
Turn your damn robot off here, man.
It only shows.
Something.
Events.
Holy cow!
I know.
Bet.
I know. Look at it go, man. It only shows on his. Because
I know, but I can't pay attention to the chat.
We're simulcasting, Ray. We're going out to not just to my channels. We're going out on Vet's channels as well. It's a first in broadcasting history. You know how.
I know. I'm just gonna disable that because that's just this. I don't blame you, Ray. That's bugging me.
Does that actually benefit you? Look at it go, man. Was it sort of pushing out?
The only thing it would benefit is the if I have enough views, it helps with the sponsorship stuff. But that was just too much even for me.
let's pull it over here. We've got Kumnar's in the house. Cloud Gaming dared. Awesome.
I'm sure there are. Are we getting ham sandwiches?
I'm sure there are more, but they've been hidden. Oh, that's and William Stadia Pro Gaming.
Good right now, man.
So yeah, we're simultaneously broadcasting on two separate. Well, actually, we're going out on Facebook, my Twitch, and my YouTube, and Aaron's YouTube and Twitch. So we're going out to 5 different channels across the broadwebs.
The only one we missed out on, Ray just chose not to because.
Ray didn't want to do it, but that's okay. We can. We're testing it out. Right. We're seeing what advantages, disadvantages there are.
Ark, Dave. Ark.
It's all good. Victor. Yeah, we could get Ark. What do you think?
Ark.
You think it's definitely Ark? Ark.
What about Ark? I've been hearing through the grapevine. It could also be. There could be. What's the Super Animal Royale? Because it was rated, but I knew they were already talking about getting it as well. So that could. And I heard that through Gem, and since we know Gem works, Gem is Stadia.
I know. Sorry, Kumnar. I did notice. I took the beard off, and I'm sure I had thicker lips before I started to grow the beard.
That's part of getting old. They kind of just.
Right, I've got so lovely lips. I used to think if I wore the mask, I could be the Batman. But now I'm thinking I'm going to be more like Steptoe and Son. And you guys have never seen Steptoe, although you did have an American version, but I forget what it was called. It was like Jones and Son or something back in the 70s, before YouTube.
Ray, Dave said, "How can Ray be so mouthy online but look like such a nice guy?"
I know he does. Yes, the Destiny 2 reveal is nowish, I think. They're doing that for the new season. So this is the first time they've never promoted their new seasons. So they're literally promoting it on the same day that they're launching it, which makes me wonder if it's going to be something special or they just didn't have much to say. Who knows? We'll find out. It may even be part of this week on Stadia. So, Raimondo, my very good friend, how have you been? We'll press the button in 1 minute and go live.
Okay.
Proper live. Oh, 2 minutes.
I'm enjoying. I can't really talk because I signed an NDA, but there's a game by Ubisoft that is amazing.
Ghost Riders in the sky. I got the same NDA, mate.
And I was actually my wife.
It's good, isn't it?
I was in the middle of a race and she lifted up my headphones and she's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, "Hey, come on, leave me alone, leave me alone." And she's like, "Oh my God, is that many people in that game? Are those all?" She now knows what NPCs are after we saw the movie Free Guy. But she was like, "Honey, what is an NPC?" Yeah. Well, that's a non-player character, you know. She really enjoyed that. But then she was like, "Does Evan really do that much violence? Are those games really that violent?" Yes, they are.
It can be. Yeah. It can be.
No, they're like they're like games for kindergartners. They're not violent.
So you know what she made? You know what she made us do? We did a Paw Patrol family gaming. Let's watch Evan play Paw Patrol. I don't want to watch that game. It was on, you know.
Listen, that gets good viewing figures.
There was Chelsea versus Arsenal. I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to play no damn Paw Patrol. I wanted to watch some football. I didn't want. Oh my God, man! So when Chelsea and Arsenal, I was watching Paw Patrol.
Oh, bless him. There's nothing wrong. Listen, the Paw Patrol gets good views. I've seen people streaming that, and they get good figures, good subs.
Really? Well, damn it! I need to stream some Paw Patrol.
Yeah, why not?
Did you not see John's stream? I was in there when he was playing that. He had like 40 people watching him play Paw Patrol.
Yeah, most of them were dogs. Right, we're going to... should we go live, gents? Should we go proper live?
I'd say so.
Shall we do it? Right, let's do it. Go on. And go. Okay, hello. Welcome to This Week on Stadia Rokk Reveal, Tuesday, the 24th of August. Wow, a very special day, Ray. I know, but it has been a big old month. Special day today because we are simultaneously broadcasting between my channel and Facebook and Twitch and Vet's channel on YouTube and Twitch as well. So welcome all of Vet's subscribers. You now know what you've been missing watching him, and just press the subscribe on my channel and come over here. But actually, you know what's we're trying this out to see how it works. And what's interesting is I'm looking down the chat. We'll have it fill up down that side in a second, and it actually shows me people that are commenting on your channels, which is great. So Psycho Puppet, welcome. Thank you so much for watching this. And we've got one more of the Quattro that we're missing. He's just appeared in the green room. Let's pull him in. Here it's Mr. Scar.
Oh, look, he's got his brand behind.
He's branded. Yeah. Look at that.
So the previous week, my background was inspired by Aaron there. This week, it's by Ray, because I always see he's got stuff in the background. So I thought, this week I'll put the TV here. It's zoomed in a little bit, and I've got Crash Bandicoot peeking there in the bottom left-hand corner there.
Ah, look at that. Dismal thinks you're going to stand up and start to sing, "Oh Canada." Now, I would pay for that.
Jesus.
I'm gonna tell you, it's right
No, I
now.
don't
It's
think
cold.
so.
It's cold like Canada right now, man.
Is it?
Out here. That's what. Yeah, that's why I got my beanie on because it is freezing cold.
I bet you it's about 40 degrees where you are, isn't it, John?
Yeah, no, it's pretty well considering for this area here. It's humid this week, so yeah,
Humid.
So humid. So there's heat warnings and all that good stuff, but we'll take it as it comes.
It's all over the place, mate, isn't it? We should be having we usually have our hottest month is normally August, and it's been largely raining. So it's been living up, it's been living up to cast, in fairness.
Yeah.
But who knows? We might get some. Because is Canada the same as the States in terms of kids all going back to school already? Has that already happened?
No.
My schools. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's after Labor Day, so it's going to be a couple of weeks still. Yeah,
That's what it used to be, and then they changed it. That's what it used to be.
Well, see, here in Minnesota, like my kids don't start school until the day after Labor Day as well. So
yeah, I think it's the northern states and Canada are similar, and then the central to southern are their own. They go back in early to mid-August.
And same for Psycho Puppet. So that's because when we always, as a kid, we always went back to school around first week of September. But I still remember it being quite nice weather in going back to school. It was miserable because you had to go back to school. I don't know if you guys enjoyed school. I didn't.
No, not at all. I hated school.
Yeah, I bet you enjoyed it, John, didn't you?
No.
I bet you were the swat, weren't you? Teacher's pet, apples and all that stuff. Ray certainly did. Look at him.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, I love history class. Yeah. History was my favorite.
Were you often featured in it?
I did, like, for me, I liked history, and I was good in, I always had straight A's in history, world history, and English. Everything else was like bare minimum, but I never paid attention to any of my teachers in high school, except for history and government, because those were sports coaches, so I didn't really have a choice.
Oh, right.
Because they threatened me with lots of running. If I didn't pay attention in class, then I was going to feel their wrath in practice.
On the field. Oh no!
Yeah, exactly.
That's awful. That's awful. So, gentlemen, let's have a quick run round. Let's start down the bottom right hand side. John, my very good friend, how has your week been?
Oh, it's been great. This past weekend, I did a charity stream for the Sick Kids Hospital here in Toronto, and I played. I spent about 3 hours playing the games from Outright Games, those kids and family games.
Oh, nice.
So some Paw Patrol and whatnot, and we were able to raise $862 for the kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And that goes directly to the Sick Kids Hospital. So I was totally floored about that. Originally, my goal, I kept it low. I was like, let's just keep it reasonable. I was going to do $100, and then it just kept going up and up and up, and it's just fantastic. So yeah, took place Saturday. Had a wonderful time. The time just flew by. A lot of people came out in support, and even those that weren't able to donate financially, just sharing it on social media and stuff like that. So it was an amazing time. Yeah, it's just fantastic.
Are people still able to donate now?
Yep.
So
they certainly are. Yeah.
You can pop the link down in the private chat. I'll pop it up on a link so people can go and have a look at it.
Extra Life is an awesome organization for those kind of things. I've worked with them a couple of times, but not usually just on their big day that they go, which I think is like cool. November 4th. It's usually when they push for like a 24-hour streams of just nonstop gaming.
So Aaron,
I tried that once, and I'm pretty sure I died at least twice throughout that stream. I made it 22 and a half hours.
CPR. Come back to us, Aaron. Come back.
My kids resurrected me a couple of times.
Don't do this. Aaron, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. I got the Gamescom event coming up tomorrow that I got selected as one of the official co-streamers for. Wow. I got 2 sponsorships over the weekend that I apparently missed the email because I don't pay attention to emails that often, which means I need to start paying attention more to those. So I've been having fun just playing games. I got hooked on Splitgate, which I know is on GFN and a couple other platforms. There's rumors that it could eventually come to Stadia because it's natively run on Linux, which obviously is what Stadia runs off of. Mm-hmm. So the developer said that, at some point it could end up on the platform. I think if more people were to push for it, it might get faster on there. And then I tried Rainbow Six Siege on GFN, and I was just as bad on that version as I was on the Stadia version, so there's really no difference in my gameplay.
Yeah, but practice makes perfect. You just got to keep doing it.
Get a couple more kills, though, so I think I'm getting better, usually just because I hide in a corner, and then somebody doesn't see me, and then I can just pop out of nowhere and kill them.
Fair enough. So. Raymond, I am disappointed, Ray.
What's that?
Well, because last week we were like... we were like Smith and Jones, or what's the other two? Butch and Sundance. We were both going to jump over the cliff and shave. We were going to jump over that cliff with the Mexicans chasing us, and we were going to shave. And we were both going to appear this week looking baby-faced. And look at you. You're fuzzier than last week.
Yes, I am.
You've got a face it's like Velcro going on there.
Yeah. It's coming out soon,
those are great.
It's coming out soon. It's coming out soon. Man, my wife, she was supposed to trim me up, and something came up and she didn't do it, but it's
I bet. I get like that when my wife gets close, mate, at all.
It's getting really bad right now, but I wanted to send a shout out to Crow, Stadia Pro, and Jeff. We finally beat the 10 waves in Red Dead Online Calls to Arm. If anybody played that, you guys know it is insane. And so that was really, really fun to beat that. So,
that's awesome. That's awesome. So, guys, what do you think? Any thoughts? We are 1 minute away.
I'm going with what Cloud Gaming Dad said.
You think?
I'm on Lee's side with that one. I really think it's going to be Super Animal Royale.
Super Animal Royale with cheese.
We've known it. We've known it coming to the platform anyways. So my guess, I totally could see it. I know everybody's got faith that it's going to be Ark.
I had a dream that I was playing Ark last month on Stadia. I was playing Ark with my Stadia controller, and Bet, you was in the dream. You was actually
are you
killing the dinosaurs?
Time out.
Hey, look, get your head out of the gutter, man. We were playing Ark. Get your head out of the gutter. And so it's going to be Ark.
Are you sure it wasn't that second Extinction game you were thinking about?
Oh, yeah, that's right, huh? God,
do you know, I think it's sad that you're dreaming of games.
I do, guys. I do. It's weird. I had dreams about I was in Cyberpunk. I was in Night City. Driving around. Yeah,
that's when you know you game way too much. Is when you're starting.
I don't know what to say.
That's
really,
that's what you announced that told me.
When you make that announcement to the public, you've started the first step to recovery.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Ray, and I'm a Capricorn. So I'm refreshing like a demon over here, but I'm not. I'm currently not seeing anything.
John's saying, I got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, and I tell you, who does that? Aaron does that every week. It's there, Rokk. It's there, refresh. And we're going, it's not there, mate. It's not. It is. Go on, refresh. And then it is.
Yeah, that was me last week.
Yeah. So I think they're probably hatching the dinosaurs because it take a while. So we do know some stuff. We know, for example, that the new season of Destiny 2 launches today. I think it's around now-ish. And there's a bit of maintenance, and it will go down for an hour, and then it'll come back, and then that's going to happen. That's going to happen today. And what's interesting about that is, I was mentioning this in our pre-launch slot, is normally Bungie are pretty open about what's coming up in the new seasons. Lots of video trailers and Vidocs and stuff, and there's been nothing. They've kept absolutely stum, and that either means it's going to be spectacular or it's a pile of crap and they know it. So it'll be interesting to see. It's happening right now, but don't go anywhere, folks, because You never know. It may well be in this week on Stadia. John, have you got any other thoughts as to what we may see in today's TWOS?
Well, just like Aaron was saying and Lee, I think because we saw the rating earlier today for Super Animal Royale, and their Twitter account a couple of days ago mentioned something like the end of season 0 or season 1, I'm not sure what it is, was coming to a close, and you can only purchase the Founders Edition cosmetic set or whatever for a little while longer. So I'm thinking that either that's going to come today or it'll be like the 1st of September.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We also know, I think it's today, certainly this week, that Elder Scrolls Online, their next season launches. I've got a feeling it's today. We can pull it up on Stadia Source and have a little peep. But we're getting a delay. I'm just hearing from Finland. We've got a delay on the blog post. Yes, Finland says it's going to be some time. I'm going to be gone sometime.
I've been refreshing. I don't see nothing.
No, you know how it goes, mate. You know how it goes. We'll park it for a second. Let's just park it down, and we'll bring ourselves back. It may come back. It may not come back. It doesn't really matter. But I'm really keen. What do you guys think? They're definitely going to announce the pro games today, because of course next Tuesday is is it the 1st? I think the 1st, isn't it? Next Tuesday or the 2nd?
No, next the 1st is a Wednesday.
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 Oh, so it's the 30th.
Yeah. I should know when the 1st is, because that would happen to just fall on my birthday. So if I forget when my own birthday is, I need to just get put in a home at this point.
John, make a note. Make a little note there for his birthday. Google voucher for $1.
I've already got it in my Google Calendar to remind me that it's my birthday.
Well, they may not announce them till next week then. So
maybe they'll save it till the 1st.
They may well
nice,
do. Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would actually be quite nice if they just suddenly surprise. Everybody wakes up like Christmas morning to see what games have been hatched.
Well, you know what? They're gonna wait till the show's over with, and they're gonna post it.
Yeah,
it's not like they haven't done that before.
There's a few things on today, so it's to be expected. So Ray, you're absolutely convinced it's going to be Ark.
It's got to be. When if
we say this every month.
When
Mafia and Ark every month.
No, you can forget. I don't think we're going to see Mafia. But I do think we're going to see Ark.
What makes you think Animal Royale then, Aaron? What's your thinking on that one?
I'm going off of what I've gathered from everybody that's been posting stuff on Twitter. Plus, the fact that Jem has said something about it, and I usually take his. Usually, when he posts something, it sometimes more than usual always ends up coming true, which is why I always feel that he's basically Stadia. I mean, he knows how to beat every single game.
I know.
And he literally knows everything. So I'm just all right, Jem, come on, fess up. Tell us that you are Stadia.
I actually wonder whether he is the second coming of Christ, because it's around now he's supposed to come back. If you know the scriptures, and I mean he's too good at everything.
Just come back and be like, all right, here I'm bringing you Ark and Mafia.
Yeah, he does. He turns Red Dead Redemption into wine. And that's something to be seen. Oh, bless you, Inlead. So yeah, Clive says Super Animal Royale was certified today, as does Cloud Gaming Dad. They're both saying this. Yep. So yeah, we noticed this a while back that they seem to hold off as long as they possibly can on the certifications, don't they? I have to say, it did look a good game. Should we remind ourselves of?
Yeah, please. That is something I can't wait to play and stream.
It did look good. Just talk amongst yourselves while I remember how to type YouTube.
Ark.
Sounds like those seals down on the wharf there, man.
Well, and I saw Fandom with Time with Tyler said the Xbox show's in an hour, so they should announce it.
Yeah.
Which is there's an Xbox show. I guess I don't really pay attention to when they do. I know they've got a massive amount of games that are going to be showcased tomorrow at Gamescom. And I do know 3 of the games that will be we'll be getting trailers and gameplay footage of. One of them, which is Call of Duty. Vanguard, they will be showcasing gameplay footage. I know there's a new Lego Star Wars game. It's something with dealing with Luke Skywalker. And then there is a new... it's not Ark on Gamescom.
They've been teasing about a Saints Row reboot.
Yes, yeah. There's supposed to be a teaser trailer popping up tomorrow as well for that, so which will be interesting because I wasn't even aware that there was another
Look at those cute
one
animals.
of those.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
look
so
at that.
adorable.
Yeah, look how cute they are holding guns. So cute as they're just killing each other.
This is going to be so much fun.
This looks great.
It does look good. I won't put the audio on because it's actually somebody else's channel, and it wouldn't be very nice thing to do. But yeah, I mean, it is. It's your PUBG. It's your standard battle royale, but with cute animals and machine guns. I mean, that's the stuff that Aaron sleeps and dreams about.
I know everybody. Literally, I think I've been told that before. That everybody has said that this is like my style of gameplay. It's animals and you get to kill things. Like, what's better than that?
Exactly. So just one quick question, Aaron. Do you at Christmas, do you shoot your own turkey?
No,
or
I don't.
Is that too personal?
No, I don't. I do like to go hunting, but I usually use like I use like the old
grenade
style
launchers.
Guns.
Hey, we got wild turkeys.
There wouldn't be anything left though.
You can't miss turkeys with a grenade launcher, can you?
No, dude, no, hey,
No,
these
but
wild
I
turkeys
have used
are mean.
the crossbows, but some of the crossbow that I want to get costs like $3,000 because of all the extra things that I want,
sights and stuff.
The device, the crossbow itself is only like $800. It's all of the other stuff that I will be adding to it.
Yeah,
that increases
talking
the price.
of crossbows. Did you guys catch the first of the new season of Walking Dead yesterday?
I did not.
Oh,
No,
superb. No spoilers. But,
already?
Yeah, well, it's moved to Disney now. It's on Disney Plus, and they're just going to be doing one episode a week. But yeah, it kicked off yesterday.
I just can't. That part is what confused me. Was like Disney doing The Walking Dead. I was just like, are we going to get to see Mickey Mouse making a cameo appearance?
Hey, I'm dead.
Is Walt Disney coming back as a zombie?
Well, yeah, because that was the thing. Do you remember the I don't know if it was just like a made up story, but they used to say that Walt Disney was cryo frozen, didn't they? That he'd actually.
Yeah, I did.
Do you remember that?
I did hear that.
Somewhere there's Walt's head in a cabinet somewhere.
No, I think who is it? Is it the cowboy Roy Rogers and his horse?
No way, the horse as well in the deep freeze. Yeah. Oh wow, that'll be something else. No, I don't know about Roy Rogers, but certainly Walt Disney, as they say. It's an old joke in there, by the way, an old Scottish joke. Roy Rogers, but Walt Disney. So
we're just kidding, Disney. We're just kidding. If you're watching the show, please don't do it.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I'm a supporter.
I have all of your VHS tapes still.
No, they'll be absolutely. They'll be fine.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer also came out.
Oh, I watched that.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that was amazing.
Is it a film? Is it a series? Is it
No, it's the next Spider-Man movie. It wasn't actually supposed to. It leaked out, and then Sony was like, "Oh snap!" And they like removed every trace of it off the internet that they could find. So somebody either lost their job or more because that trailer, they were like, this trailer is not supposed to see the light of day. Oh. And then I think they ended up, because of it being put out there, I think they just went ahead and said, all right, well, we'll release it now because somebody made a big old goof there by accident.
But Spider-Man is part of the whole Marvel thing, isn't he? He's not DC or...
He's Sony.
Technically, he's Sony.
Yeah,
he's not even Marvel.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
Marvel is Disney, is owned by Disney, and Spider-Man has his appearances within the MCU because Disney shells out a ton of money to Sony
Right.
to allow that.
Yeah.
But they did try to buy them out, or the Spider-Man franchise. They offered like $4 to $5 billion, and Sony was like, "Nope,
Wow.
we
Really?
are keeping this."
Spider-Man is Marvel, though, man. It just,
Yeah.
it would be right.
He's one of my only Marvel. He's one of the only Marvel characters that I like. I was thinking the other day, there's so many Marvel films out now that cinemas they ought to just call themselves House of Marvel, didn't they? Really, because there's nothing else.
Well, the rumors that they're just going to rename all the theaters are just going to be renamed House of Mouse. So,
well, yes, well, that's true.
At the rate they're going,
yeah, because I mean, Disney are going to effectively own every franchise going ultimately, aren't they? Anything that's worth whacking up on there.
Yeah,
but no.
I mean, you think about look at like comic books, Marvel, and all of that stuff. There's so many
onions.
You got it done right.
Oh,
you could just go on. Literally, you could turn it would be House of Mouse or House of Marvel because you could just make movie after movie, and there would be nothing else to compete against.
But I was thinking,
Marvel.
I had another thought, Aaron. You know how big wrestling is in America. I mean, it's huge. I mean, it's got a reasonable fan base elsewhere, but it's massive in the States. I was thinking, really, isn't that what all the Marvel superheroes are? They're just wrestlers, aren't they? Really, in costume.
Yeah. Well, I did hear though that WWE just partnered up with the soccer team over in England. So
have they?
They're gonna work their way over there now.
Is it the one owned by Ryan Reynolds, or whatever he's called, Wrexham? That's
I don't remember. I caught a clip of it, but I mostly read the comments about it. So the comments were mostly like, well, so WWE announces that Vince McMahon has taken over this wrestling, or is putting Paul Heyman as the new manager. They're firing everybody and hiring wrestlers to play soccer now.
Well, why not?
Well, they did have the XFL, right?
Yeah.
XFL. So
actually, Vince sold that to The Rock. The Rock owns the XFL, and it's coming out in 2023. Coming back.
What's the Walk?
I heard The Rock.
Oh, the Rock.
The Rock.
I was thinking,
isn't it a place in San Francisco?
Stir fry.
And if they're online, if they're online, they're known as Ewoks, aren't they? If they're on the internet. Oh, come on, guys, what do you want? What do you want from me here? Come on, we got no twats. We've got to fill some dead air.
Oh my God.
I know, right? Somebody said there was another big sale on the Stadia store. I think I saw that in the chat. It was
some more Ubisoft stuff, but I think the thing with Ubisoft is because we've said this before, they've always got a sale on, haven't they? And they just basically mirror it over on Stadia. So whatever they're flogging, last week it was getting rid of all the Far Cries. So this week it will be one of the other franchises, and then they just essentially mirror them.
Well, and I know there was another big release for another update for Watchdog Legions. They just added a bunch of new stuff with their latest update. So,
okay.
Vince owns. I did not know.
Sorry,
Sunderland.
One. There we go. Yeah, Vince owns Sunderland. Why, aye, man. I do love the Geordie accent. That's my favourite. The Geordie accent, gentlemen, is like that. Why, aye, man. which is Sunderland, and it's one of my favourite accents. I absolutely love it. I'm just because I will destroy any accent that you want me to. Particularly at the moment, we're watching a show. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it in the States. It's called Peaky Blinders.
My God, that guy's mean.
Oh, have you seen it, Ray? What a great show. We've watched. This is the second time we've watched it all the way through because the final season 6, is coming up shortly. So we thought we'd watch it all the way through. But every day I'm doing a Birmingham accent, which is where that's set, but not as good as Paul Bayram, bless him. Wow. Or Wolock, because these guys they all hail from the land of the Peakies. What was I looking for? Was I off looking for something? I was typing something in, and it's my brain's gone.
Did any of you guys play
praise.
Did anybody? No. Did any of you guys play Marvel Avengers? The new
Panther.
app? Yes.
Oh, I haven't tried it yet.
I did.
Oh my!
You enjoyed it, Ray?
Yeah.
I got frustrated because I had to keep starting over and over. I'd tried to start 3 times.
Well, and I know Anthony streamed it for what, like 14 and a half hours or something?
14
ridiculous
and a half hours, yeah.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me because I know he is a huge Marvel's Avengers fan anyway, so that really didn't surprise me that he played that game that long. But which is cool though because it was all Stadia.
Lee streamed.
Yeah, Lee did.
I watched
it. Lee streamed
it. Oh,
yeah,
Lee did.
That's
Lee had
really good.
Lee's got a playthrough on his channel. But once I'd got beyond the first piece of the campaign that gets you to Wakanda, then I enjoyed it and it was great. And then I also realized, Ray, that I haven't played the last 2 updates.
Exactly. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
I played like 4 hours, and I was like, "Oh my god, I am so behind," because they show the percentage. So I played, and then I jumped into the Wakanda story. But kudos to them to add to that game and keeping that game alive.
Well, and they did a really good job with this one.
I agree.
With the Black Panther DLC, they did a really good job with that.
They took some time over it, didn't they? Obviously with the tragic events.
And if I remember, I think they said they had over 100,000 players over the weekend when that released. Wow. Over that weekend, based off of this, I think and that was across the board, or that might have just been Steam. That might have just been the PC.
It might have just been
through
Stadia.
Steam that they said, but they I don't. If that was 100,000 off of one platform, if you added across the board, I mean, that was a massive win for them.
Oh yes, that's true, John. I forgot about that. Do you want, John? Do you want to mention that? You just popped me up.
I was just going to say, yesterday they mentioned Chris from Google mentioned about badges are coming to the Stadia community forum. So it's just starting today. So it's just another way to recognize and get engagement on the official Stadia community forums there. So they have stuff like I'm looking here. Let's see. They've got nice login streak. Kudos to you. Recognizing a superstar mentor. You're an authorized best response. Thanks for being a conversation starter. So it's little. You think of it as like mini achievements to encourage people to start, posting and more interactions on the forum as well.
Yeah. So let's see if I can pull this up as well.
Well, it's good to see, the continued that kind of stuff. I mean, they've done a really good job of starting to finally, work with the community. Like they had the community play with Rainbow Six Siege. And then they're adding these things. This is stuff they need. That just helps the platform. Helps the platform and helps interact with the community better.
Yeah, there's definitely, you can see over the last couple of months, there's been a really good push on, especially social media. You said like the plays, and now this with the forums as well.
Even the free pro weekends.
I like the celebrating
those that they've been pushing out almost every week.
Yeah.
I mean, this is good stuff to see that is definitely needed. Well, and like you said with social media, they've been, and it's not just interacting and commenting on just regular users. They've been joking around and commenting with the other cloud services, which is nice to see. And the back and forth between like GFN and Stadia and all of these things. It's awesome stuff to see that they keep doing that.
Yeah, no, I agree. But Dismal makes a good point because we've had their sort of stock avatars since day one. But what would be nice now, even if they won't let you do custom ones, and I can understand why there might be a resistance.
There'd be some naughty ones out there.
Of course. But you'd think they would say, hey, game developers, Ubisoft, EA and so on, Sega, why don't you dump a ton of your own avatars to promote your games, and then we can choose.
Xbox has that style where it's literally a lot of them are based off the games that you can choose from. But I could see also there is ways to still allowing custom, because I mean it's not like you couldn't upload it and they review it.
Yeah, but they're not maybe they have. I mean, they do have Google,
more than likely they're not.
Could do automated search with their AI. That's true, but they're not.
True,
or there could be a guide. There could be just certain things that you just can't use. They could just very easily have a set of certain images that are just not allowed, so it won't even let you upload it. It could automatically deny it. So, I think
I don't
know if they will.
They like to have control, don't they? I can't see.
Well, I mean, not as much as Apple, but it's
and plus with that, someone's going to find a workaround for that or some type of a hack. So I'm sure within minutes or days you would see boobies and bums all over. So.
He said boobies.
I was waiting for something to say.
Boobies and bums. Boobies and bums.
I never thought I would hear John say that word.
Boobies and bums. Wow.
Keeping it PG, right?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, my friend. That made my day, that did. No, you're right. But it would be nice to have, be able to put up an Outriders graphic or a Cyberpunk.
Yes.
I think maybe that's where they're going to eventually go is getting with each of the developers. Ubisoft, I mean, they have such a huge catalog of stuff that you could utilize. But there's other games. I mean, how cool would it be with some of the indie developers and you have those on there as well?
Yeah, like the Stadia makers, give those guys.
Yep.
Like Ember and Young Souls and stuff. Be great to shove up those.
Get a little Outcasters guy, up there.
Yeah. Oh, imagine the little ice cream fellas that you could do.
That would be awesome. Yeah,
it would be great, wouldn't it? Well, who knows? Who knows? It could come.
Well, I can't wait to get my badges.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Ray was on me there. If you're a fan of any kind of movies, then you would know that quote. It's great to see this. And you're right, Aaron, what you were saying earlier. There seems to be something every week now coming out of of Stadia for the community.
And I get they didn't have a blog today. I get it. I know it irritates, or they'll do it later in the day, which it stinks that they don't have a time, but why try to throw something out there if there's big events going on? I see that they're learning as they're still an infant company in the gaming industry. And obviously, why would you want to try to compete with a big thing like Xbox doing a show or a Destiny 2 major show? You're going to you're not going to get the publicity that you want, the feedback that you want.
Maybe they got something big they want to put in the community.
Yeah. Or there's that, but I get what you want your stuff to take precedence, and you don't want to be the back seat with other things that are going on. And we've seen in the past that they have just gone and done that, and they're in the shadow. So this is them learning as they're continuing to go on, which is good to see.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. So,
and Roger said, I see Roger had posted a comment saying, "I want dates on captures and a sorting function, ability to multi-select for deleting." That would be great. I would love to see that when you're capturing things.
That brings another point
the dates would be nice, but definitely to multi-select for deleting instead of having to go one at a time, especially when you have if you have 500 of those. I would even just a select all would be nice.
About the new Explore page is rolling out. I still haven't got it, but I know some people have gotten that new Explore tab in Stadia.
This is for screen captures and stuff, and you can can see the other people's updates.
Right. Yeah, your friends and things like that. I haven't gotten it yet, but I know there are some that have.
I have. Yeah, no, I don't think I have. There's a few sales on actually. Foreclosed is on sale for down from was it the same price when it launched? It was on sale when it launched. I forget now.
That might have been the same price.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Did you guys? Has any of you guys played this or bought it or?
Oh my god,
I have not. I watched somebody play it, but I have not.
I have a new thing now. I have way too many games I need to finish. So it's a game. I have what it's called on my wish list. So my Stadia wish list. So I got some games on my list.
That would be a feature I would love to see Stadia have, implement kind of like what Steam has. Because Steam has, we all know Steam and the Steam wish list. I would love to see that on Stadia implement something similar. It doesn't have to be the same thing, but I would love to see something like that. And and as Dave said over on Twitch, the ability to gift games. That's another big request that everybody wants. That as a content creator, that would be awesome to be able to have a code that you could just buy the games and do stuff like that. I know that, or even just as for family. That may not be. Maybe it's family you don't really want on your account.
Yeah, I mean that is a really good point, Aaron. Guys, I mean, if you had a wish list and they said, right, we'll make one wish come true, what would be one change that you would like to see? Not in terms, not the old trot out the old bring more games and all that stuff, but in terms of the user experience, the interaction, the store, any of that stuff at all, what would be the one feature or the one change? Start with you, John. What would the one thing be that you would like?
I guess I would say, well, it's back and forth either between being able to create folders to organize your games or gifting games. One of those two. I think probably gifting, or even gifting either games or Stadia Pro. So like if you could gift like a month of Stadia Pro to somebody or things like that as well. Yeah. To a family member or somebody. I think for me that would be the gifting. Of
course, they did give you that when you signed up originally. When obviously we were, as founders, we got a couple of free that we could send on to friends, didn't we?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
so that would be good. That would be good.
Mm-hmm. Be nice to see them reintroduce that. What would you got any thoughts, Ray? Anything you'd like to see?
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something. I love Ubisoft rewards. I just claimed my 7-day booster for Siege. Yep. So I think that would be really, really cool if they gave you like certain rewards to get certain skins in certain games, certain packs in certain games, for being just an awesome, hey, here's rewards for you for being a pro member, being a founder for this long. Here's a reward. Yep. And then another thing would be cool. I wish when we do direct streaming to have a camera so they could see our faces on top of our streams, because the 1080 looks so beautiful. But it would be so cool just to have our faces there and just hit a button and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest things that I was hoping for with that would come with direct streaming was just the webcam, because when I said I thought it was going to eventually come, or it may still be a feature they add, because with the Google TV you do have the ability to add a webcam that works with like Google Duo and things like that. So there is the potential that they could find a way to incorporate that with stream. But that would also be a great thing if you could, because we all know Google is excellent when it comes to photography and using the camera and what they can do with that AI stuff. So that would be a great way to utilize like people with Chromebooks that want to get into streaming. Now you've got a way to not only stream through direct streaming, but you can use your webcam and it doesn't look, because we all know Chromebooks. Not every Chromebook's webcam is the same, but this would be a great way to for people to utilize that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But I mean, if you just literally had one thing, Aaron, one would be like the only thing that you're allowed to have, what would it be? Oh, hang on. Someone to start up the engine.
Yeah, there's so many that I could pick from, but
he's got a box. Hang on, he's going to pull from his box.
I got a child needed pants on, so
I've just got a selection here. Let's have a
look. Long as the child and not you, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't. We'll leave that for another stream.
There is John,
I would love to see annual memberships or subscriptions for Stadia Pro, because I know for me when it comes to subscriptions, that's the hardest thing to remember is monthly. When I can't do an annual subscription, I got too many things that I pay for as it is when it comes to subscriptions, and I would love to just have everything locked in on an annual basis, so I don't have to worry about forgetting a month.
Yeah, I'm the same. I much prefer to pay. Here you go, $60 or $100, whatever. Then it's done with, and there's no question of whether I'm going to be able to afford it in 4 months or what have you.
And I can see Stadia getting that at some point, because they're obviously Luna does. I don't believe Luna has an annual subscription. that I'm aware of. I don't know. I know Xbox does with Game Pass Ultimate. So technically, that would put xCloud in that category.
And PS.
We know GeForce. Yeah, and PS Now has one, and so does GeForce Now.
Yeah,
all three of them. So like I said, Amazon, I don't know because it's the way that theirs is set up. I don't know if they would want an annual subscription.
But don't forget,
but
don't forget, you cannot pay for YouTube Premium on an annual subscription. That's a month by month, and that's if there was ever right. So that's interesting that they've not gone that road. So maybe they don't have, for whatever reason, they don't have plans for that. It does tie.
Or they're just going to lump everything together and then say, "Here, now we got an annual, $150 a year, pay for it all."
now I mentioned Ember earlier, and there's a couple of games, Ember being one of them, where they've announced there's a big update coming, and it's going to have crossplay with Stadia, with Stadia and PC. And John, you reminded me just now that as well from today, Destiny 2 is also going to be crossplay at last.
Yeah, that's what Clive just said in the chat as well. Word on the street,
sorry,
Destiny
Clive.
2 has just gone crossplay.
Didn't see that. Oh, I was
apparently
I'm concentrating on my
I noticed
boys.
a couple of people, as the chat's been blowing up, I've noticed a couple of people have been saying that Destiny 2, during their announcement or their showcasing or whatever, they just flip the switch or whatever, or it's going live.
That is possibly why they held off doing any of the announcements until today. But we know. As you remember, they had a
Farming Simulator.
Yeah. What's going on with Farming Simulator? I've seen it.
Apparently, Farming Simulator 22 was added to pre-order, so I'm waiting to see when Ray's going to pre-order it.
Oh yes. Listen, don't.
I want to see a live stream of him farming.
Don't diss the farming, because I tell you what.
You know what though? There's a lot of people that play that game. So
well, there's I don't know whether this is available anywhere outside the UK, but
I can't wait for
Jeremy Clarkson, who is famous for Top Gear. He launched a show on Amazon a little while ago, which is basically his experiences running his own farm. And it's a brilliant show. If you haven't watched it, try and see if it's on your local Amazon Prime, because it is hilarious. And he rode up. Because of that, it got me to want to play Farming Simulator. And I was there just mowing the field, because mowing is a farming term. And it was great. So, you don't be dissing the farming, mate, because I tell you, it does
I saw Ark up there. Oh, wait, that was Giganosaurus.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ray's gonna be like, where? Let me get my credit card out.
I can't see the pre-order.
You know what though? One of the games that I've noticed that constantly is getting add-ons, and I'm assuming it's across the board, but I especially see that on Stadia, is Dead by Daylight is always getting new features or new additions added to it. That's one game that I have seen that is like every month is getting something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So, Aaron, John's doing a good job today in the private chat, giving me all these little links.
Right, John. Where's the blog?
John knows when Ark's coming out the stadium.
John knows.
I don't. Trust me.
Here we go. So here's your pre-order bundle for Farming Simulator 22 with more tractors. I've no idea what else are they going to give you every year. It's not like they're giving you.
I do remember one of the features they were adding, and it was the change of seasons and the weather.
Oh.
Some of that stuff was where you could actually see the change. I do remember it because I guess apparently that was a requested feature.
Yeah,
I
if you
tried
scroll down
playing
there, you'll see that there.
Well, you can see it here. Look, the picture.
Yeah.
All the 4 seasons.
Yeah.
So let's recite the 4 seasons, children. We have spring and summer.
Hey,
I thought we were talking about the band at first.
Brian just said Farming Simulator has an esports league.
You see, now that would make it worth buying, wouldn't it? An esports league, racing tractors.
Right, there you go. Let's get that Stadia esports league started.
Cows.
I think that's that's more up to your speed, bet.
I think, and apparently, and just coming up in 22, Aaron, you actually go on a turkey shoot with crossbow.
Outstanding. But to be fair, I would love Stadia to get a hunting game, like an actual hunting game. That would be one I would buy in a heartbeat. Not just because I like to shoot things, but that's
Isn't
I know
that
that's terrible.
Isn't that what you did in Watch Dogs and Red Dead and all the other games with guns? Search them in the hunting games.
No, this is good.
Well, can't you just make one in Creta, right? Just make one in Creta. And,
Yeah, you probably
Make
could.
your own up.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was.
Stadia's not getting Rocket League. Stop with that.
Look
It's
at
not
that!
coming.
Look at that thing! I didn't know they existed. Look, it goes down the vine and takes all the grapes off. Look at that!
There
See,
you go.
I didn't know.
it's an
You've never
educational
seen-
game.
Rock. I'm gonna take you to
it's
Napa. Rock, we're gonna go to Napa. They got tons of those in Napa in the vineyard. Man, oh my God.
That's
Yes.
cheating, Ray.
Oh, see, Ray, you could join the Tractor League.
Yeah, Tractor League instead of Rocket League.
Stadia Farm. Lee said Stadia Farmers versus the Luna Farmers.
I would definitely play this. Oh, look at that! You get a Class Xerion Saddle Track Pack add-on as well. You see? Look at that!
See, I want trains. I would. You know,
Crane simulator.
a
You'd play-
trains. If
can
they had that on
crane.
Stadia, that would be cool.
Yeah, well, that one's on Xbox, isn't it? The train.
Well, you know, they could just get lawn mowing simulator.
Yeah.
Isn't that is a thing, isn't it? I've seen.
Yes, it's available on Steam. I think it's actually with GeForce Now, but I tried the demo on through. I just downloaded the demo to try it out.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad game considering all you do is mow lawns. I tried it out and it starts you with your first job, and I failed that one because I dug a hole I made a figure 8 in somebody's yard and then ran over their flower bed and destroyed it. So
There was a guy down my road owned a kosher restaurant called Mow Lawns. He was a great guy. Mow Lawns. He made lovely pretzels.
Who made wine? Who did the wine?
Oh,
game?
the one with
Who
the
did
naked people in.
Yes.
That was,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, it got I can't remember. Yeah, but that actually
See, they
was very
won't.
well
They won't
received, isn't
get.
it?
They won't get icons for us to use as our logo for
Well,
the
with the-
Stadia stuff because
Yeah.
they might get the wrong ones popping up there.
Couple of grapes hanging down. That's what I want.
we do, guys. In Stadia, we do have. I think they're like little hobbits or little elves
I
or
don't
whatever.
mow my. I
There's
don't
the
do
workshop.
that outside.
We got a workshop simulator, and they're like little gnomes or hobbits or something. And they create that's the
Now,
Stadia.
Brian's gonna go do it. So what we'll see is on the Nerf report. The next episode is going to be about this game and the
See,
naked
I'm
people that you
amazed.
can find in it.
I'm amazed you weren't
helped him
aware of
with this
this.
next episode.
What was the game called anyway? Was it? It wasn't called Wine Simulator. It was called. It had like a number in it or something, didn't it?
No,
Oh,
it was.
yeah, I know.
It had a fancy name to it.
Honestly, don't know.
Was it called 100 Days?
Yes, 100 Days. Yeah, wine.
Oh
making
yeah,
simulator.
yep. There you go.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
So let's at the risk of another week of having my money retracted by YouTube, let's put up the trailer. Hang on a second. It's just you gotta don't blink though, Brian, because they do go past quite fast, these naked folk. But if you watch now, this is Ray's
Hey,
face.
this is a Stadia trailer, so we're okay with it.
Yeah, we're okay. It's
YouTube's
fine.
not going to do anything. They
Yeah.
can't get mad at us.
Yeah. But Ray, we really enjoyed this one. Where are they, Ray? Where are the naked folk? See, it's bottles with stickers.
That's right.
Those are some dirty grapes.
They need a wash. That's for sure.
Whoa!
Here we go.
A proper washing, right?
Yeah, proper dunk. Yeah, where are the naked folk, Ray?
Oh my god.
They're at the end of the game enjoying their glass of wine.
Ah, yes.
I mean, at the end of this.
There they are.
There they go. Yeah, at the end of the trailer.
They ain't got no clothes on, Brian. They total naked folk.
Just to let you know, I'm not buying any wine with naked people making it.
Naked.
Naked.
Ain't nothing wrong with naked
What?
people.
Naked.
You don't want to buy a wine made by them?
No.
Yeah.
You work with your clothes on when you're making wine.
Oh no, the drummer from the Rolling Stones is dead. I was only talking about him the other day. No, what's he?
No.
Well, he was old, mate. I mean, fair dues. And I mean, you're banging away on those drums. Sooner or later, it's going to happen, isn't it? What was he called?
No.
Well, I saw one of the late God, I can't remember her name, but she was one of the main she was like the lead actress in
Charlie Watts.
Night of the Living Dead. Just passed away at 83.
Oh, really? Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Wait a minute. Was she the lady that the guy kept calling out to at the cemetery?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I happened to see
Charlie
something
Watts,
that she.
bless him. Yeah,
Yes.
he's no
I
more.
don't know if I can find the article.
80 years old. They've defied any kind of medical logic because they're still touring. Well, they're not now, but they were planning on touring again this year, and they just, I mean, as much as they're all sort of look like they're pumped through full of sort of formaldehyde or something, they still get up there and do the job, don't they?
Look,
Amazing.
I saw something
Yeah.
on Netflix when they went down. I think it was Brazil, and I think it was in Brazil or somewhere, and people just went nuts. They love them.
I mean, they were some of their stuff I really like, but I'm more of a sort of a Beatles fan from that era than the Stones. But I mean, how many other bands that are going that have been? Well, I don't think any. They've got to be the oldest going band, surely. Next to yeah, William makes a good point. I mean, if you're that full of drugs and everything else, I mean, you sort of.
Oh, that was Marilyn Eastman. She had a role as an actress and producer in Night of the Living Dead. Died at age 87. So
Oh, bless
the
her.
zombies finally caught up to her.
Yeah. God bless her.
They
God
finally
bless
got
her.
her.
Oh, that! Oh my God!
Sorry.
Jesus Christ,
Was
man!
that? Did I go too far with that one?
Yeah.
Only if the family
Just a
are
wee
watching.
bit.
So-
God.
Here we go, ladies
Given,
and gentlemen.
given
Here
this
we
time,
go.
probably not.
So this is the Witch. Now, am I not right in saying that the Witch doesn't come out till next year? This is the next update, as opposed to the new season. So they've got 2 more big updates planned. If you remember rightly,
Good.
they've been going for 7 years, and they did say originally that it would run for 10 years as a franchise. And they announced, wow, that looked like Alien. They announced that the Witch would be, or Witch Queen would be the next big update, but they put it back. It was going to be this year. They put it back till 2022, early 2022. So we should get it in the spring. And then they've got one more, which I think is called Lightfall, scheduled. But now they're saying, you know what? It's becoming it's a classic now in the gaming world. So we might just stretch beyond the 10 years. But yeah, so this is pre-alpha footage of Witch Queen, which, as I say, is not due out until next year, which they've obviously released the video trailer of today. Stunning game. Do all of you guys play Destiny?
I do not. Mostly because I'm terrible at it. So
I second what Vet just said.
Yeah, so
clip it.
there you go.
So there you go.
He's
Yeah.
agreeing with me again.
22nd of Feb next year. They've put a date on it now, which is great news. And Ewan says, that they've agreed they're going to go beyond the 10 years. I mean, I think they would be silly not to, because it's still getting vast turnout. And of course, big landmark today in the fact that from today, crossplay and cross progression is enabled. So it doesn't matter where you play the game anymore, you can play with your friends. I don't know. There's
I'm hoping
something
it
around
works out.
PvP that isn't the case. I think consoles can only play consoles. PC can only play on its own in PvP. But PvE, everybody can join together. So you can go and do raids with friends from different platforms and obviously just run around the various planets. So awesome stuff. Do loves me some Destiny.
Yeah.
Anthony used to love Destiny, but he's not a fan anymore. Oh, Anthony, I'm sorry to hear that, my friend.
He grew up and moved on to Marvel.
Yeah. And I do remember when Destiny 2 wasn't free. In fact, I played the
I almost
alpha.
want to screenshot the screen with that comment.
Which one?
I'm not used to seeing Stadia Krampus is coming.
The most accurate thing Vet has ever said. I don't know what he said. He never stops talking.
Right?
What did he say that was accurate?
I have no idea. That's the sad part.
Whatever it was, I second that.
I third it because I don't even know what it was, but it must have been good.
Yeah, Lee. I've said it before, dozens of times, but when they moved to the free version, it became very hard to get into as a game. And so a lot of people have stuck with it and they love it. But a lot of people just tried it and it wasn't for them because what was missing was, when then, everything you did went in proper order. So you were building up your knowledge of the game, and then all of a sudden you could just kind of bite at sections of it, and it sort of lost its cohesion. And I totally understand that, and I think it's a shame in the way that was done. But it's
free.
It's been done. It was done, and to be fair to them, it was a good business decision. It's just that it's hard to get into now as a game, a bit like Warframe. I don't know if you guys have ever played Warframe.
I have played that. It takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yes.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while.
That's got my curiosity.
Yeah.
I didn't do too bad in it, but it's got a learning curve. It takes a little bit to get hooked on it. Like Splitgate, for instance, I wasn't sure how I was going to react to it because I know, it's run around, shoot, kill, but it's also got that thing with the portals. But once I figured that out, it became a fun game. Until I tried the ranked matches, in which case I realized that I'm god awful at it.
I played, I got into it between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. So Destiny 1 had come to an end. And then there were some months before Destiny 2 launched. And I played Warframe because it has some similarities. There's some crossover there. But yeah, it takes a while. You really, really got to focus on that game. And once you understand the cards and the creating all your own stuff and everything else, and the fact that you can trade with other people, and that was an awesome thing. But now I've tried to play it and I can't get back into it because it's just not a game that you can pick up and get back into after 10 minutes. You've really it's got to be one of your number one games, really. But but Lee is still enjoying Red Dead, which is awesome. Red Dead Online. You guys played that? That still seems to me the most streamed game when I'm flicking through YouTube.
They just did the whole Capitale and the the Call of Arms is just. I mean, that's intense. I'll join people. I haven't streamed it in ages, but it's still a really fun game to play. The stuff that they add may not be what everybody wants, but it still keeps it enjoyable and keeps me coming back to it.
Yeah.
And whether and I think it's the way it looks. It runs.
It's gorgeous.
It runs so well on Stadia. I get drawn right back. And once I start playing it, I'm like, oh God, what do I do? I'm out of practice. And then once I get the hang of it again, I remember how much fun I have playing it all the time.
So big rumors last week that GTA is a remastered version of GTA is coming to Stadia. I know Brian covered it off on one of his shows, and
Get the PlayStation 2 version.
It's looking good.
I can't wait to play it.
I know. Could you imagine?
It's not going to be the PlayStation 2 version. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
I can't wait. I can't wait because I was a huge fan of Vice City and San Andreas. Yeah. I can't wait to play that.
He's going to break out his 80s gear when that game comes out.
Oh my God, the music from Vice City.
He's going to have his boombox in the background and everything.
Oh my God, man. That was... Yeah,
I do love me some GTA. I have to say, it's my daughter's favorite game because she just like you, Aaron, likes to drive around knocking people over and stuff. So,
I'm telling you,
what's not to love?
A lot of
and there's boobies and bums in it as well.
Everyone's like, why do you just kill people in the game and don't actually do the mission? I'm like, because I can't do it in real life. I can't go out there and just drive around and run everyone over. In a game, well, I mean, I could, but
it's not advisable.
There's this. Yeah, it's not advisable. I don't recommend it. There are consequences that you will face afterwards.
Yeah,
and in a video game, nothing's going to happen.
No.
I remember the big
Unless-
uproar when those came out about kids being able to go and drive over people, hit people, and things like that. And I
Shoot,
guess
dude,
now
they had
Now there was the
the
court
coffee
cases.
code, man. The
Yeah.
coffee code.
yeah, hot coffee,
It's-
man. Yeah,
Hot coffee.
There were. Yeah, I
That's
don't
what they
I
remember.
know
call
your
it.
favorite game you want to see on Stadia will be The Sims. Come on now.
Yes. Well, I mean,
Director's cut,
again,
that'd be good.
it's an addictive game. It's not my cup of tea, but people that are into The Sims, they can't put it down. I mean, it is a
Yep.
very, very addictive
No,
game.
there are certain games I would love to see come because even if I wouldn't play them, it's the group, the people that like those games. It would bring people over. The Sims is one of them. I remember watching when Mixer was still a thing before Microsoft scrapped it, and there were people that would stream The Sims, and I was like, all right, there's got to be nobody watching,
Yeah.
and I would go in there, and there's like 40 people watching somebody just talk about what's going on. I'm like, why? And I got sucked into it watching, and I'm like, why am I still watching this 20 minutes later? And I'm just like, I had to like get something to do to get myself to stop. There's just those games that you just get drawn into.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that with Mankind. When I look down and I see what people are playing, I'm like, whoa, a lot of people are playing Mankind. So I might have to check that out. Try something different.
I'm just looking in the corner of that TV behind you there, and I'm seeing one of the guys from looks from the Partridge Family. Is that, or is it me? I can't. It's very odd, very odd, very weird. Seeing yourself on TV.
Yeah.
No, Dre, no blog today, but that's
They're
all
gonna
good.
look. Xbox is doing their thing.
Destiny.
Psychonauts 2 comes out, folks, and so
Hey,
I think they're gonna announce
Mist
something
comes
after.
out in 2 days.
I
Yes.
think they're gonna announce something right, either right beginning of the show or after the show. We'll see the blog come out. And
Ray,
I
how
think
did
it's
you
gonna
like
be
playing Quake?
Ark.
Have you how'd you like Quake?
I played it for 10 minutes. That was enough. Deleted it. Thanks. Been there before.
I've noticed they added the other 2 Quakes. Quake 2, Quake
and
3.
it's a slightly higher resolution as well.
Could you see that game come into Stadia at some one day? And if it did, how would you think it would? How do you think
Pro game?
would it be a playable something that lots of people would jump on board?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they did Doom. They did the Doom game,
Yeah.
and that was really, really fun to play. So
Yeah. I tell you things that like sometimes you try something on Netflix or Prime or something, and you think, I don't know, I'll give it a go. I started watching this animated thing last night called Undone. Have you guys come across this at all?
No.
the Undone.
Undone, check it
Done.
out. It's they're about 23 minutes long each episode. It's an animation, but it's got the guy that plays Saul in Better Call Saul. It's got all the actors, it's big actors. It's actually a really good story as well about this girl that's sort of halfway between the real world and the afterlife. And she's got to help her dad, who was murdered. I watched it and thought, actually, this would have made a really good video game story, a bit like Becoming Human, that kind of a thing. But it's animated, but very high quality. The animation's interesting because they've taken real video footage and then they've drawn over the top of it. So it's that kind of style. But Undone, I'm enjoying it. I'm only in a couple of episodes, but so
I'll have to
far,
check it out.
it's good.
Right.
I've got drawn to a show
answer
called
Anthony's
Invincible.
question.
So I hear so many people asking for Ark to Stadia, but Ark is also on XCloud, but I don't hear or see anyone streaming it. Why is that?
Well, because it's crap. But Ray wants it. So what can you say?
Because there's a lot of people on Stadia that want it.
I could play it on so many other platforms, but that particular game, I want to play it on Stadia. I want to play it on Stadia.
I know when Adam, the original Penguin, he's a big Ark player, but he was saying if you play it on PC, it's a completely different experience to the console versions. Where I played it on, I think, PlayStation, and I wasn't impressed. And he said, no, it's not great on the console. So the hope is that when it finally comes to Stadia, it's going to be more like the PC version than the console versions. In which case, it should be a really good experience.
Yeah.
It makes a difference, but I mean, yeah, I don't know if people are streaming it or not, but it certainly has quite a sizable repeat player base. Anthony, I think it's in the hundreds of thousands plus that are playing it.
Right.
Now, Lee's mentioned this a couple of times, so I'll pull it up. Keep your eye out Friday for new content on a Stadia Pro game around 10 in the morning Eastern time. So wonder which one that will be, John.
Lee knows something.
I know. Well, Lee is he's good buddies with the Black Queen or the Queen Black or whatever they're called. So it could be that
Killer Queen Black.
Killer Queen Black.
Queen, huh?
Black Queen.
That's
what you're
nothing wrong with that, honey.
Lee's down with the Black Queen.
Oh man, you're gonna get me thrown off. Jeez.
It's Killer Queen Black.
Yeah, well, that one. He's good friends with them, so it could be that. Black Queen. He's good friends with the Black Queen. Nothing wrong with that. It's 2021, Ray.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
Unbelievable.
All right.
Lee wants to play that game. I bet you do. Yeah. I'm just saying. Anthony's just saying. He's just saying. We all love the
how
crowd.
many of us really have xCloud?
What's it?
No, I can't play it.
I'm not going to get into that. I'm not.
You know me. I mean, I'm agnostic.
Just because we have
I can't play
xCloud does not mean
xCloud.
that everyone is out here playing xCloud.
No, I can't play it. I've tried. It's. I would rather stick with the Xbox until such time as I can play it on the console. So for me, the whole reason I was really, really excited about Stadia and cloud gaming was the ability to play on my television. I don't want to have to go and sit in the garage and play on my PC screen right 2 feet from the darn thing, because I'm going to notice the difference in quality. I want it on my TV. So until xCloud is playable on TV, which I know it is if you've got, whatever alpha version of the Xbox beta stuff, which I don't have. But until they release Edge,
and how many people are really willing to sign into the alpha ring on your Xbox, on your primary console, and hope that nothing is going to go wrong just to get access to it?
Right.
It's a slim margin of people that are willing to dive into the alpha ring. The alpha ring is not a huge following. The beta ring, yes, the Delta, and all of the other ones that they have are huge. Because some of them like to get those stable releases, but the alpha ring is a very slim margin. It's no different than the Windows 10 when you get to the insider rings for Windows and the dev side to get all the fancy stuff. Those things are terrible. I've tested all of them on Windows and on Xbox, and you get more bugs than you get anything else.
I know. I saw a short video of you when you got alpha, and you were my precious.
Yeah,
I have my ring. But no, it's for me, it's if I can't play it on the telly, then it's not ready. I need my cloud on the TV. That's what it's all about for me. Otherwise, I'll just download it and play it on the screen and get the 4K fidelity.
See, that's the great thing of having
What's up, Randy?
my son back in school, because now I can play. Because Fortnite 20. I mean, he's always playing Fortnite, so I play on my PC. So and I play mostly my cloud platforms on my PC. Yeah.
Do you play Stadia on your PC as well? Then?
Yes.
I want a marshmallow as well. Get me one.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Marshmallows at noon before lunch? She wanted marshmallows for breakfast.
It's dinner time for me. I'm up for a marshmallow. Sorry, Ray. So you do play Stadia on your PC as well as
98% of the time I'm playing on my PC Stadia.
Wow. Well, that's fair enough.
I would probably put that about mine as well. Yeah. I have it on the TV, but the majority of what gets used on the TV for Stadia is probably my kids using it.
Okay. It's me
mostly because I don't trust them with a $1,500 computer.
John, are
That's my
you
issue.
more of a TV
Bro,
playing?
Yeah, I prefer when I can to play on the television.
Yeah.
But sometimes, if it's all the TVs are being used or whatever, I'll just play on the PC. But majority of the time, I play on the television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my prefer. I can sit on the old lounge and in the settee or the sofa or whatever you call them, and put my legs up, and and I'm a sufficient distance from the screen. Everything looks quality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most American cereals are made.
Oh, yeah,
Well, I don't.
I
I guess I'm not
want
most
a
Americans. I
Chromecast.
stick with the classic, and that's cinnamon toast crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I got the Google TV
lovely.
hooked up to here, man, and I will tell you, me and my wife, it's movies. It's movies. We love watching movies. The only thing is that I am a sci-fi horror, and she's about romance and adventure, and we just for 2 hours we will fight because we can never decide.
Well, you should invite Aaron over then because he loves a fight. Yeah, he wouldn't care about the movie as long as he could bring his crossbow.
Do you guys have Tubi? You got Tubi?
No.
There's an app called Tubi, and it's
we might have an app.
And it's free movies. It's all the movies are free, and so I watch a lot of Tubi stuff. It's mostly a lot of B movies or movies that really didn't make it to the theaters, and so it's kind of crazy.
Good fun,
but man.
I love. We'll wrap up in a second, but I love Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Ooh,
I love that show.
That.
The two little guys.
Don't they have a
little
channel?
Little robot.
Don't they have a channel on Pluto TV? That's literal.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Yes.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, we don't get.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
but honestly, it's the funniest thing. Their little comments. I just.
Well, there's an app you can download for Pluto TV on the Google TV.
Oh, okay.
Out through the Play Store there. If you download it, they literally have a channel that's dedicated just to that show.
Well, they did. They
It's
did
like
bring
24 hours of watching that.
They brought it back for Netflix. I think there's a new updated version for Netflix with a different guy. Like there was the two puppets and then there was the chap, the actual fella, and it's a different fella, and they've got some other people and stuff as well. But the originals are just so funny, just amazing. Right, gentlefolk, we've been kicking out of here for an hour and 20 minutes. I just wanted to get some viewers up for Aaron because he struggles. He struggles to get people watching. So I wanted to go a little bit longer. We didn't get to find out what was on this week on Stadia, but it will come. I'm sure.
As soon as we end the show, folks, that's when it's going to pop up.
You know
That's
it.
how this works.
Yeah, you know it.
I think we're gonna get a surprise. I really do.
Grace is probably lurking while watching.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she sees the show is ended, all right, guys, hit the switch, send it out.
Hit the button. Yeah. Aaron, my very good friend, what can we look forward to you doing this week?
I don't know what else I have planned for today. I might do some Rainbow Six Siege on Stadia, just to continue my terrible skills of showcasing that off. Tomorrow, I'm live at 12:45 on YouTube and Twitch, co-streaming the Gamescom opening night live event from 1 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. But I'll be going about 15 minutes early to get things prepped up and let everyone roll in. If you happen to watch that on Twitch, they will be dropping some, doing Twitch drops. I don't know what they are. They're supposed to be surprises. And then 7 p.m. Central, I'll be on Cloud Station TV where I'll get to argue with the people that love Xbox, because I'm sure that's what we'll talk about mostly. It'll be Xbox and everything but PlayStation, because it seems to be the trend. And then Thursday, I'm either going to be doing a first look review of Access Football 21, or I might do that and Myst, because Myst releases also. So I will probably be playing that as well. And I know everyone is like, "You're not a Myst person." I'm like, well. First time for everything.
Yeah, so. Give it a go. Absolutely. Variety is the spice of life.
I did. I tried Halo 5, and I never did that before either. So
yeah, I've seen a few people playing that this week. Spice it up, Ray. What have you got coming this week?
Oh, I'm doing my Amazon the Luna Zone tonight, and I'm be playing some Siege, just like my man Vet here. And then tomorrow I'll be on Cloud Station TV with Dr. Spaceman, Vet, and JD. And man, I'm enjoying. I've been playing these. They got some betas out here that I've been playing, and I am just having a blast. So that's.
I know the very beta. I'm also on that.
Yep,
one.
it's very beta.
Yeah, it's. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw Eddie Player One. Man, it was pretty cool to see his name pop up.
Did it? Oh, I didn't say. Oh, okay. Oh, because he was playing. He was in the doing another. Yeah, gotcha, gotcha. And anything else? Any impromptus coming up? Any?
No, I've had some people reach out in my DM to do some guests on shows, so look out for that. And to the person, and the person, well, me and Ryzak just did something, guys. Check it out. Check out Ryzak. It's amazing. It was fun doing that with him. And then Retro Rewind we just did, which was a great show. And then somebody that's a huge fan that watches the Rokk Reveal show, he wanted to know if I had a neck, and I do. I do have a neck right here. Okay, right here.
We don't even know.
Ray Shrod does have a neck.
Yeah, we don't even know that.
Don't feel bad, Ray. I live streamed and I had a black background and a black shirt on, so I literally just looked like I had a floating head on stream. That's all.
We said earlier about Walt Disney's head's in a cupboard somewhere. Ray was defrosted.
I looked at the camera and all I saw was just my head and nothing, and just a black shirt. I was like, "Oh look, I got a floating head."
Oh,
that's awesome!
I appreciate that, Dre. Thank you.
That's good, John. And you're very good self, my friend. Do you not mind if I just switch you out and put this in the place there? There you go.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. Thank
you.
So I'm working on some content for videos I'm going to be releasing next week on my YouTube. I can't say too much more on that. We'll be covering Gamescom for Best Buy this week. Also, I'm finishing up Foreclosed. Nice. And let's see, what else do I have here? And a couple other games that I need to. Alien Fireteam Elite and Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on PS5.
Yes.
So,
awesome.
Yep.
That Alien Fireteam looks really good.
Yeah. Especially, have 3 players with it as well. So it's like you're in your, as the name entails, team. So, yep. So I'm not sure. I might get some streams in here this week, but I'm not sure. I got a bunch on my plate here now, so we'll play it as it goes.
That's awesome. Well, I'll leave the URL up there, folks, for a second. So I'll obviously be back next Tuesday, but I've been invited onto a show this Sunday. Can you guess what it is, Ray?
Is it this Sunday or next Sunday?
No, it's the 29th. It's this Sunday. I'll flip it open. It's Retro Rewind. I'm on Retro Rewind this Sunday. Sunday the 29th. Ray's thinking, no, you're not.
He's like, enough shows with you.
I'm flipping sure you're not, Rokk, because I've got this bloke on and he hates you. We wouldn't have you both on. No, William invited me earlier. I'm sorry. I got an invite. I mean, well, look, there you go. Turn up to Retro Rewind this Sunday, folks. I may or I may not be on it, but we'll see.
It'll be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise. Either way, we'll all be back.
No, you're not, Rokk.
Am I not? Oh, well, it can't be the Sunday after because I'm in Plymouth.
Pro doesn't know how to read the calendar. We do it every other Sunday.
But I'm in Plymouth the following one. I'm at a Darren Brown show. I can't be doing no Retro Rewind. I'm going to have magic and stuff going on.
That's how he'll be on the show, folks. Magic.
I'm not on Retro Rewind this week, folks, but I will be back next Tuesday with these other little fellas, including Ray's neck. We may.
You got a request, though, Rokk, from Randy.
Bless you all. Thank you guys for coming as always. You know how much I love you. It's been a great show. Sorry we didn't get the this week on Stadia, folks. I'm sorry. We did try, but we did cover some ground. We had some fun. Please come and join us again next week when we will almost certainly have the pro games announced. That's going to be on the next Tuesday. And who knows, Ray may come without a beard as well.
Yes, so, I promise I will shave my beard.
I'm looking forward to seeing Babyface Ray, who was actually a gangster in the 1920s. So it's going to be a good one. He will. He'll come in if Babyface Ray's on the show, we'll probably have Mafia released as well. There you go.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That was his nickname. That was his gangster, his mafia name.
Exactly. That's right. Babyface Ray and his mom. Say goodbye, folks. See you next week.
You guys.
Cheers, everybody.
See ya.